Hi, I'm Tim from MythicKingdom. That's MythicKingdom, and that's one of our cats. Okay, and this is Belleek. This is Belleek, right? Yes.
That is Belleek.
Oh my goodness, you were very cute. Okay, so today we're going to be using an electric clipper, which is this clipper. Okay, on Belleek. Belleek is a very hairy hairless. If you want to know about degrees of hairlessness for a Chinese Crested, look up MythicKingdom, and all the information is right there, so you can see how hairy your hairless Crested actually is. So you want to say hi? Hi. So the first thing what you do when you're buzzing or clipping a puppy is to reassure them, and you say, "Are you okay?" "Yes, I'm okay." Okay. There you go. And the other thing you should do, I always suggest this, is you turn on the clipper and actually rub it on the puppy. Okay, this is their actual first clipping, and you do this so they get used to the vibration. And you notice that once you start doing this, is more like a massage. It's really great. Did that feel good? Is that okay? Are you awake? There you go. Okay, so today we're going to be doing a puppy cut, which means we're going to be cutting the majority of hair on the body.
Not a puppy cut, you mean a pony cut or a nudie cut?
Oh, pony cut.
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing a pony cut on you? Oh, we're
Yeah.
going to do a pony cut on you. Okay, so we're cutting all the way down to the skin as much as possible, which means we are going to be using a 40 blade. I happen to like ceramic, but I also have metal blades. Okay, and we're going to cut.
Yeah, and all that information on grooming supply is posted in the Get Ready and Shop section of MythicKingdom.
There you go. And so, now the way you do this, besides, excuse me cat, okay, is we're going to cut from the bottom of the ear to the corner of the eye, over the bridge, which is right here, okay, and then we're going to do the other side.
Sorry about that, people. Those are the puppies playing with each other. That's
Okay.
that noise.
Now, I always suggest that you start from the face, because this is the most difficult part, and the rest of it is very easy to do. So, you always play with the face, and let them up, okay? You play with the face so it gets them used to it, and then you start your buzzer, okay? Rub the buzzer on the puppy, come right up to the face. Then you take the other end and go from the bottom of the ear directly to the corner of the eye. Now, can you actually cut an ear off? No. Is there a lot you can damage with a puppy? No. The buzzers are relatively safe. You can nick them on occasion, but it's really kind of hard. Okay? So what you do is difficult to nick them. But it does happen. Don't worry if it does happen. It's no big thing. Okay? Then you do the bridge of the nose, like so. And then you do the other side. I'm trying to get everyone to see what's going on here. Okay? So you start here and come right to the corner of the eye. Oop, it's okay, sweetie. It's okay. Right to the corner of the eye. And then right up to the bridge of the nose. Now, a lot of times they don't like the end of the nose done, so what I always suggest is they get everything else cleaned up first, including the neck and under the chin. Now you notice I'm leaving just the end completely there because it's just simpler. Okay, hold on. Okay, it's just simpler. Sorry. And what you're going to do is at the last second, you're going to put your finger just like this over the face so they don't actually see as much.
So that's just like doing a powder puff, in other words.
Yes, it's exactly like doing a powder puff. You'll see that on the other powder puff that we did. Okay? And you do that simply because no one likes their nose to be buzzed. They just don't. And right up to the corner of the eye. It's okay, sweetie. It's okay. Now sometimes you want to take a minute and know that a puppy's always a puppy. and reassure them that everything is okay.
Yeah.
Okay? And we already look cute because our buzz looks cute. Okay? The next thing I had to do is the ears. And the way you do the ears, you put your finger inside the ear. Excuse me, cat. Cat. Okay, put your finger inside the ear and buzz just like so, right over the top. And then do the edge. The other way you can do the edge is to come right against your finger like so. Okay, and that actually gets the edge very nice. Excuse me. Okay, put your finger in the ear, buzz right against the finger. Just like so. And now you have a nice clean ear. Oh, a little bit more down here. Where are you going? I know. A little bit more right here. And there you go.
Oh,
now,
that really shows
hi.
off our pretty face.
Now, the next part that we're going to do, we're going to start from the back, right here, and go on one side. Okay, you're going to stripe all the way till you reach the front part of the leg. Okay? The reason why we do this, you hold the tail to one side, and you go right to the skin. Okay? Now, of course, as you're doing this, you're trying to be as gentle as possible with the buzzer. You want the buzzer to really be very loose in your fingers, so it follows the contour of the puppy. A lot of people will hold the puppy in the opposite direction because what they want to do is to stretch the skin, and you do that when you get closer to the front. The back you will find is usually pretty taut, so it's okay. Get right to the tail, like so. Let go of him, please.
Hey, puppies.
Easy, guys. Puppies play really hard when they're young. Okay? And there you go. And then you do the other side. Now, it looks like I'm holding very hard. I'm not actually. You can actually... Oh, goodness, those puppies are having too much fun. Okay? And you just come up the body like so. Okay? Now, where to stop on the head, you'll feel the withers. That's where the two front legs come together, and there is shoulder blades right here. You should be in front of the shoulder blades. So to make sure that I don't make mistakes, because sometimes you can't see when a puppy's moving, I put my thumb right here, right in front of the shoulder blades. And you'll see in a second, when I buzz, okay, it's difficult for me to go past my fingers. So now if you look, this is right where the shoulder blades are. Well, this one happens to be fairly chubby, so it's hard to see the shoulder blades. But this is where the shoulder blades are, and that's where the stop is. Then, if you take your fingers and put it around the puppy's neck, don't squeeze. It's just around the puppy's neck, okay? Then you buzz up to your fingers. And this will give you a very general idea of where to stop. Okay? And then there's always a little bit of cleanup. Okay? And that's that. And that's the top part of the puppy. Okay? And now we look terrible. Okay.
Now you can see the skin color underneath the hair.
Yes, that's really cool, by the way. Okay. Next, we're going to do the marker. Now, the way you do a marker is if you bend the front foot and you see where the elbow is, the marker is right in the middle of the front foot and the front wrist and the elbow. So now you have an idea of where you are. I usually pinch like this with my two fingers so I can see exactly where I am. And then I make the first mark. And that's why they call it a marker. So, there we go. So here's the elbow right here. I'll buzz the elbow so you can see it. Excuse me. Okay.
I'm trying to get...
Okay, stop.
It's okay, sweetie. Come sit down, honey. Come sit with me. Can't be in the video. Sorry, people.
Like so. Shh. And that's the marker. You can see it. That was the first marker. You just go right around where the marker is. And that's the front leg. Okay. The next part is, where do you come on the neck? Everyone always asks me this question. Hold on just a second. Okay, the place to come to the neck is from the back corner of the ear, straight down the back. Now, how much do you leave? It depends on how hairy the puppy is. If the puppy's very, very hairy, you don't want to leave this huge patch that comes way out here.
Yeah, much thinner.
So, but you take it a little bit at a time, okay? And a lot of times what you'll do is come up and remove the hair, just to see where you are, okay? Now you'll notice there's still extra hair here. It's not a problem. You just literally go straight up to meet the corner of the ear. What I also do, you notice the way I'm holding the puppy, it's very light. They can pull out if they want. And I'm also using my other fingers to find out where the bottom of the ear is. So I'll hold the face and find the bottom of the ear. And this way it's difficult for me to come past my finger. And this way it's going to be even on that side. Okay? And that is generally the marker on the side. The marker in the back is different.
Yeah, I like more trimmed off the side. See where your thumb is? No, where your thumb is for the crest.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like right from the ear down.
Okay.
I guess that is the right.
I think we should do both sides, and then at the end you can make a very final trim. Okay? Wow. Okay. Now next is the back leg. Everyone likes to cut the leg when it's straight, and what happens is you cut here, and then as the leg turns, it's now facing downwards. Okay? When they're standing, it's like this. So what you want to do is always try to have a marker when they're standing. It's the same thing. This part of the knee to this part of the back of the foot, and coming right in the middle, and you're literally putting a mark while they're standing. This way, when they're actually standing, it's an even line. See, if you look at the straight leg, it looks crooked. But if you look when they're standing, can you stand for me, sweetie? Okay? If they ever decide to stand, it's straight. Oh, cat. It's straight.
Middle, down. Good,
So this is why you cut it on an angle. So when they're standing, they have perfect straight lines, and they look really, really cute. Okay? Just like that. Bring this up a little bit. And there you go. And this is what the markers look like when you're done. Whoops, hold on. A little bit more. Sorry. Because you have to do the inside too. And there you go. So now when, oh, you know, sweetie.
Yeah, you're so good.
You're being very good.
Yeah.
Okay? So, and those are the two marker points. When they're standing, you'll notice that they're very level. And that's what you're looking for. So now the other part, we haven't done the other side yet, but the other part is the back side. Okay? It's always difficult to get back here, and you should be very careful. This is why I hold it very close to the head. Okay? So you go from here, straight across, from here, straight up. Okay? And just be gentle. Now, how far back should you cut the tail? It really depends on the way you like your look. Okay?
And also the size of the puppy or the adult crested.
Right. For a puppy, I usually like to do like an index finger away from the very bottom of the tail. So the way that looks when you're done, though, is, oh, here's the trick to this, though. Don't pull the tail or go like this when you're trying to cut, because what happens is it becomes a line that is not straight. You want to just hold the tail in place without putting any pressure. And it's always best to take a little bit, and then you could take more if you need to.
That's true, because you can't glue it back on.
But
it will grow back.
You can't glue back. Oh yes, that's the other thing. Yeah. Please, everyone know that if it didn't come out right, it does grow back. Okay? I know, no one likes their butt buzzed. Okay? So this is, we should have a little bit more, but this is just to give you an idea of where you can start from. Okay? And then you can also see when it's just in a relaxed position, how straight it is. Okay? So this one's not that straight. Okay, can you come here? Alright. Same thing, in the back, we're going to cut the line, put the marker in. Okay, just like that. You want to be very gentle. Okay, again, bend the foot, bend the elbow, and know that the marker is right about here. Now you will be checking on both sides to make sure they're even. I know.
Alright, sweetheart.
Okay. Let's take a break for just a second.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
You okay?
Yeah. You look beautiful.
I am
Yeah, you
beautiful.
look beautiful. And then Reed and Odonte will help me take their pictures and videos.
Okay. Let's see what we can do about finishing here as quickly as possible. Again, you're working against the marker. And you're going to come straight up. And you're going to find your marker from the ear. And come straight up from the ear. Straight up to the corner of the ear right here. Is my head in the way?
Nope, it's okay.
Okay. And then in the front, you go like so. And you just get this part of the leg. And it's only a little bit because you're going to actually trim the leg itself separately. Okay? And then you do the chest, gently lift the head. And always be gentle. Okay? Okay, and that's, so far you have generally the cut. Now, we're going to do, let's cut this a little bit. We're going to do the inside of the leg. See now this, right here, should actually end right here. So what you're going to do is follow the marker around the inside of the leg and do the exact mirror cut on the inside of the leg. This way when they're standing it looks very, very even. Same here. You check the marker. Again, this one's a little high, so you're going to cut a little bit lower. There we go. And follow it on the inside of the leg. You okay, sweetie? And there you go. And then you're going to follow straight up the tummy. Straight up the tummy. Straight up the tummy. And be very, very gentle with it. You'll notice that the buzzer is actually just floating in my fingers. I'm not trying to hold it in place or trying to hold the puppy in place. Okay? And the armpits. Like so. And the other armpit. I can't really see what I'm doing, but we're going to do this. There we go. Okay? So far you're about 99% here. And this is when you actually check how much hair you want back here. This puppy has a lot of hair. So this looks very bulky back here. So if you look, we're in front of the withers, which is where the two shoulder blades meet. Okay? We may want to take just a little bit more. So do this sparingly and rather take it a little bit at a time. Like so. Take the hair out. And see how it looks as you go.
Yeah, I think that length for me is good. It's just right on the side.
We're here?
Yeah, I like much more of a trimmed up V so it comes to a point at the withers.
Okay, there's one side. Maybe like a little bit more, but we'll check in a second. And again, this is all a matter of preference. There is a specific cut that is used for show, and we are at the point where it is for show. But even for show, you'll notice there are some crested people who will leave the crest all the way down well past the withers.
Yeah.
And for me, that has never looked good. It doesn't have any elegance to it. So I tend not to do that.
But also for shows, they're not just going to use the buzz clipper. They're going to shave and do all that sort of stuff. Or
They do a
use
lot of
hair,
things that
chemical
you're not
hair removers. So don't do that. Just use the
it's
buzz
not
clipper.
necessary. Okay? And again, you'll notice the puppy can move their head. I'm not actually holding the head. Okay? I'm shaking it right now, but we're not holding the head. Okay? We're just trying to make it so the nose is out of the way. Okay? Again, you have the marker, so don't pull on the skin when you do this, otherwise it looks like this, or like that. You want to actually just go by the marker. So you don't need to sit there and say, well, how does that look when it's up in the air or when they're moving? You just follow the marker, clean up the elbow, turn around, and go slow. You know, no puppy likes when someone goes, oh, let's just grab the puppy. Okay, there we go. And pretty much that's where we are.
Oh, you did great.
That was a great job.
You did great, Belleek. Beautiful.
Belleek? Okay, so the thing you always want to make sure of as soon as you're done with your puppy, okay, is to wipe downwards away from the eyes. Okay, don't hold the eyes open. If you do this and then try to wipe downwards, you're actually wiping the eyeball. You want to just do it from the bottom, go like this across, go like this across, and then holding the face, you don't have to actually hold it, but holding the face, you could just wipe backwards like this, and keeps all the hair and whatever else away from the face, away from the eyes. Okay? Now, as soon as you have the puppy, wipe down on the feet, wipe down on the feet, wipe down on the body of the puppy because there's extra little hairs everywhere. Okay? And you want to wipe the bottom of the feet because the bottom of the feet always seems to catch a lot of hair. Right? And now you have...
Yeah. Oh, hi, Belleek. Now you have a super hairy hairless girl who just had her first trim up. I mean, she's had baths, but this is the first time she got
This
the
is
buzzer.
the first time I've actually had the buzzer.
So,
and you did great. Can you say hi?
Yeah. So now, other families would give the puppy a bath at this point,
Yes.
right? Yeah, give him a bath.
Absolutely.
Now there's a young adult up there.
There's what?
He's-
Oh,
So-
there's another one.
and the
Let
cat.
him up. Don't bite so
Okay,
hard.
so we're gonna do another video with a true hairless.
Uh-huh.
All right, thank you, Belleek. Bye.
Bye.